Audio Jungle. Audio Jungle.
Alright, so I am awake. It is a day in the life of, yay! So I woke up, I took my thyroid medication. Typically I wait about 30 minutes until I have any kind of coffee or anything so that it doesn't interfere with absorption of that medication. I'm on a really small dose. It's only 15 milligrams of Armour, so it's pretty micro dose, just trying to get my thyroid back to where it was before I let it go to hell with all of the mismanagement of stress. Anyway, so I'm making my coffee right now. I put a scoop of Further Foods collagen into my coffee cup. I will fill that up. While I am waiting for all of that, I've already had my 2 glasses of water so that I get nice and hydrated. I'm going to be going on a hike here shortly. So to jump off my morning and invigorate my central nervous system, I am going to have a ginger shot with turmeric in it. I made these up and I have a video on that, so you can check that out. I'll link everything for all of the products and recipes that are going to be in this video today in the descriptions below, so you don't miss out on those. So, cheers. Ginger shot. Woo! That'll light you on fire first thing in the morning. Feel like a dragon. Alrighty then. Time for some coffee. Going to sip on my coffee, tidy up a little, get changed, and then I'm gonna head to the Badlands and do a hike. I'll check in with you right before I am getting ready to walk out the door to show you what I'm bringing with me for my hike. So I'm gonna sip my coffee with my collagen, tidy up, get dressed, and be back with you soon. All right, so I am getting ready for my hike. I'm gonna finish up my coffee here. I haven't eaten any breakfast yet, but I have had 2 scoops of collagen, which is the equivalent of about 20 grams of protein. So I won't be wasting muscle. Anyway, I always have branched chain amino acids. These have been a game changer for me. I'm really partial to the Thorn. They don't compensate me or anything. This is just straight up my honest opinion. I have been using these guys for literally 4 or 5 years now, probably closer to 5. And they have changed the game in terms of my body being able to maintain lean muscle mass. So I am a strong believer in these branched chain aminos. I incorporate these daily, so I typically do them in the morning before I eat breakfast, but long enough between when I had my thyroid medication so that there isn't any interference with absorption of that thyroid medication. So I will take 1 scoop of these branched chain aminos. These are the berry flavor. I like them. I do not like the lemon. The lemon is nasty, but that's just my opinion. So I like the berry. It is sweetened with stevia, so it does have a slight sweet, stevia chemical taste. I can tolerate it. It's not a big deal to me. So anyway, the directions call for 1 scoop with 6 ounces of the water. For me, that's too saturated, so instead, I always mix my branched chains, my BCAAs, in a shaker bottle. Oh, and look how cute that is. It matches my outfit. So I will shake this up, and then I will sip on this heading out to the hike, and probably early into my hike, I will have these branched chain aminos. So, all right, headed out for the hike. Let's have fun. All right, so we are at West Street, and this is one of my favorite beaches. Anyway, we are going to reverse a hike that we normally do. So we normally start at the top of the Badlands and work our way down and go down to the beach at West. But instead, we're gonna do it in opposite, and we are going to start at the beach and work our way up. So this should be actually pretty challenging today. Wish us luck. Made it to the top of the hill. Did it in 39 minutes. It was 1.57 miles uphill all the way. Gonna take a second here to capture this incredible panoramic view, and then gonna head back down. Be able to make it back down a lot faster than it took coming up. Thank God. I am dying. I have my sweat belt on. Compliments. I am clearly sweating just a little bit. So I'm gonna drink the rest of my fluids here, get back to the bottom of the hill, head home, make a quick shake, and then get ready for the rest of the day. So cover a little footage going down, won't be quite as intense as it was going up. Enjoy this incredible view. Welcome to Laguna, you guys. We're right at 60 minutes and 30 seconds with 2.8 miles. So that little exercise activity is way more challenging than it appears on paper. So don't let the numbers fool you. You can have a really good workout and not cover a ton of ground. That elevation was killer. So, all right. Ending my workout. Boom. 1 hour, 1 minute. So another thing, Hot Belt sent me this by Neotex. It's a sweat belt, and I typically have a really hard time sweating due to my kidney disease. My kidneys steal any excess fluid I have. And I had all of that sodium last night, so you saw that like line down my face when I woke up this morning, showing how inflamed I was from all that excess sodium. So I'm hoping that this sweat some of that out. And this is actually disgusting. I wish you could see it, but I am literally just soaking wet from all of the sweat. So it's time to go home and get a shake and a shower. Thanks, guys. All right, so I just got back from my hike at the Badlands in Laguna, and as I mentioned earlier, I hadn't eaten any breakfast. I just had some coffee with collagen, and then also had a scoop of branched chain aminos along with 20 ounces of water before I headed out, and sipped that along my hike. So now I am famished. I am ready to get some nutrients in me. I'm gonna do one of my infamous green smoothies. This is my go-to. It's one of my favorite shakes, especially when I am in a hurry. It's something that you can throw all of the ingredients into the blender the night before if you're super time pressed, and then just literally pull it out, throw it on the blender, throw it into your to-go cup, and head out the door in the morning. So I always start with some unsweetened almond milk. I use about a cup. So I'm gonna add about a cup worth of fluid to the Vitamix. I'm a huge fan of Vitamix, so if you don't have a Vitamix blender, I highly encourage you investing in one. You can do so much with these guys. They never fail, always ensure a impeccable smoothie. So I am going to add in 1 scoop of Vega 1 with protein, or with greens. This is a vanilla protein. It's plant-based. I really like it. Unfortunately, I can't have any kind of whey or casein protein due to my food intolerances. So I have issues with those 2 proteins. So I stick with the plant-based stuff. I am going to add in 2 tablespoons of some Bob's Red Mill ground flaxseed. This is going to give me a little extra fiber as well as some good omega-3s. so that I'm using this shake as kind of a meal replacement. So I'm having this before I head into the bathroom to do my showering and cleaning up. So I don't want my blood sugars getting too low. I need to have some nutrients. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and add in about a half cup of fresh raspberries, preferably organic. These guys are amazing and they're gonna make my shake a little bit sweet. So what else do I need? Okay, so here's the important part. I am going to add in my greens. I am a big fan of spinach, so I always purchase the organic spinach. Most people don't add enough spinach to their shakes, so this is a heaping handful of spinach I'm gonna throw into the blender, and then I'm gonna add a little bit more. I want about 3 to 4 cups of firmly packed spinach, so I'm gonna get all of that in there. And then I'm going to turn the blender on and let all of that blend. So my shake is perfectly blended. You can see it's a deliciously dark green. Gonna provide my liver with all kinds of nutrients to help clear the waste out of my body. And then that fiber from the ground flaxseed is gonna help make sure it gets out of my body. So delicious. You guys need to try it. I'll make sure to link this in the YouTube description along with all of the product links as well. All right, time to go take a shower. So it's been a little over an hour since I had my green shake. I'm starving. I'm gonna preheat the oven to 350 and I'm gonna throw the black bean butternut squash enchiladas in there and heat them up, and I'm gonna be having that for lunch. In the meantime, I'm gonna snack on a few veggies with some of that cashew dip I was talking about. So, all right. So I have some black bean butternut squash enchiladas, and I put pumpkin in the verde sauce and then topped it with goat cheese to kind of cut down some of the fire because it is pretty spicy. And then topped it with a little bit of habanero mango salsa and some fresh cilantro. And now it's time to dive in. I will link this recipe in the description below. Super easy. It's one of those casserole kind. Those are my absolute favorite dishes. They don't require a ton of tools, not a lot of cleanup, super easy, usually make up a lot of food, so you have plenty of leftovers. Absolutely delicious. Make sure to have some water on hand if you have a sensitive palate. So these do bring a little bit of heat. Depending on what kind of breakfast I have, I'll typically take my vitamins in the morning. If I do something that has eggs, like more substance than just doing a green shake. So I have my Thorn B complex and my Healthy Origins probiotics. So I take these every day. I take one of the probiotics. These guys provide 30 billion CFUs, reasonable amount, not absolutely, overwhelming dose, but it does cover the 7 strands that our bodies do naturally carry in terms of bacteria. So this one does. It's a broad spectrum, covers all the bases, and delivers a reasonable amount of CFUs. So I like this one. And then as far as B vitamins, this one is my absolute favorite. The Thorn, when I don't take these, I definitely notice a difference in my energy levels and my cognitive function. Just can't, seem to think as clearly. So I take 2 of these, and these are in their bioavailable form. So likeliness of me actually being able to absorb these into my cell and utilize them for energy production is pretty likely. So I really like that. Methycoalbumin is one of the ingredients that you want to look for to see if it's in its methylated form or bioavailable form. Typically things like Nature's Best or Nature's Value or something of that nature brand name. They usually are, you'll only find it in the form of coalbumin, so not in its bioavailable form. So anyway, I'll take these with my lunch. I am going to finish enjoying this delicious enchilada. And then I have got some errands to run, and I think I might do a little pampering and get a pedicure today at my favorite salon. So we'll see. All right, I'm gonna enjoy these. All right, so before I go play, I need to get a little bit of work done. I've got a client plan that I need to get completed so that I can get that emailed off to them so we can have our call this week and be all prepared and ready to go. So I'm gonna finish putting together this customized plan for this client, and then it's time to run some errands and go get a pedicure today. So, all right, work time. So just got back from getting a pedicure, got some amazing toast done, and now I need to get some towels folded. So I got clean laundry for the week, and then I am going to probably chill on the couch for a little bit and watch TV until it's dinner time. I've had a really productive weekend with lots and lots of recipe testing and filming and catching up with family and all kinds of stuff. So I am really feeling this rest day, and that pedicure was absolutely awesome, exactly what I needed. All right, so while that is getting ready to go into the oven, I am going to get stuff set up for my evening routine so we can walk through that. That's the fun stuff. It's been quite a fun Sunday. That looks perfect. Okay, so I am going to let that cool for a minute, and then I am going to eat that for dinner, and then shortly after that I'm going to start my evening routine, and I will take you guys through that. So this is my take on classic lasagna. Since I can't have dairy and I can't have wheat, I tried to mimic the best I could my version of a healthy lasagna that isn't going to create a lot of tummy problems for me. So this is absolutely delicious. There's also lots and lots of vegetables in there. Lots of veggies, way to sneak them in, especially for those picky eaters. You don't have to tell them they're there. So good, so much flavor. I will make sure to link this recipe below so you can try this one yourself at home. I think it'll be a hit. All right, I am heading into the bathtub. The water is running nice and warm, and I sprinkled in a cup of Epsom salt and some Mr. Teal's eucalyptus bath oil, and I'm gonna go soak for about 15-20 minutes and relax. It's a perfect way to wind down, kind of de-stress after all of the excitement from the weekend. Got a lot accomplished, feeling good as the week approaches. Know I'm gonna stay on track and slay some goals, so I'm super excited about that. So it's time for me to wind down and start to relax. So I am going to take a bath. All right, time to come in. It's time for a bath. That bath was absolutely amazing. Felt so good after that hike today to just let my muscles soak in that warm water, and the eucalyptus smell was so relaxing. So I am super sleepy and ready to retire for the night. I am totally like in that daze state. So I am making myself a cup of bedtime tea. This is Yogi. Yogi is one of my favorite, absolute favorite brands. This has stevia leaf in it, so it has a little bit of a sweet, minty kind of flavor to it, so it's really relaxing and just fits perfect to wind the day down. So I encourage you to give this a try if you haven't already. And again, I will have the products linked below. I just want to say thank you for joining me. It's been a lot of fun having you guys come along with me for this journey today. I plan to do more videos like this, but I need feedback from you guys. Should I do shorter videos or do you like longer videos? So make sure you comment below. If you haven't subscribed already, make sure you do subscribe. Hit the thumbs up, give it a like, please share it on your social media so that your friends can come and have some fun with us. So anyway, I hope everyone had a great time. I am waiting for my hot water to boil, and then I am going to sit down and plan out my day for tomorrow so that I can get a good night's sleep. I have a feeling I think I'm gonna wind down with a nice meditation, hypnosis meditation video tonight for my actual sleep. So, good night to you all. Thank you again. Mwah. Sweet dreams.